Hey, Doug.
Yeah.
You want to do a podcast?
Mm-hmm.
It's going to be stupid.
Oh, I know.
And it might be dumb.
I know.
We might be talking about trolls on the internet.
Oh, that'll be great.
What was that girl's name?
I don't remember. Walsh. Kelly Walsh.
Kelly Walsh with
Trailer trash.
With the weird eyebrows?
Yeah. Fake.
Picking on our man, Kevin Downey Jr.
I'll fuck her up.
That's fucked up.
Kevin Schmowney.
It's on. Pow! That was for you, Kelly. That was for you. Specifically for you, the Facebook troll. Your Facebook trolls are in force today. Hey, Doug.
Yo.
What's going on Facebook today? Everybody's so fucking depressed.
Everyone's hurt.
They're so sick of 2016. Trying to find that Betty White meme. It's driving me mad. I can't find it.
I love Betty.
Everybody wants to just be like negative ninnies, and I get it, because it's depressing. Everybody's dying. How about Princess Leia?
Yeah.
And then 24 hours later,
Her mom.
Debbie Reynolds. So, keeping this show real, and being how Big Daddy's into old school and whatnot, I have a treat for everybody. It's just how I roll. It's a treat for everybody. This is Debbie Reynolds back in 1952 in a little movie clip called Switcheroo. Enjoy. Hopefully it'll change up your feelings a little bit from the movie Singing in the Rain.
I have a delicious surprise. It's a very special cake. I want you kiddies to have the first piece.
Debbie Reynolds just jumped out of a cake. I'm not kidding. YouTube this shit. Singing in the Rain, All I Do Is Dream of You. That's not the one I wanted. How did we go to the wrong fucking... Oh, YouTube.
You know what happened? I think the Russians hacked your YouTube. They switched videos.
All right, this is the one I wanted to share with everybody. Singing in the Rain, movie clip called Switcheroo, 1952. And get this, high definition. They had high definition in 1952? Okay, quiet on the set. This is Debbie Reynolds, a little tribute for her daughter and herself. It's amazing. Within 24 hours, it's just messed up. Here's a quick prayer and tribute to the two of them.
Like in the picture?
That's right.
What?
You gotta do it, Kathy. This thing is too big.
Of course she's got to do it. She's got a 5-year contract with me. Get over to that microphone, Selden.
You heard of Kathy. Now do it.
I'll do it, Don. I'll do it, but I never want to see you again, on or off the screen.
Now, come on, Lena.
What are you going to sing, Miss Lamont?
Singing in the Rain. Singing in the Rain.
Singing in the Rain. In what key?
A flat. A flat.
In A flat.
I'm singing in the rain, just singing in the rain. What a glorious feeling, I'm happy again. I'm laughing at clouds so dark up above. The sun's in my heart and I'm ready for love. Let the stormy clouds chase everyone from the place. Come on with the rain, I've a smile on my face. I'll walk down the lane with a happy refrain and singing, just singing in the rain. I'm singing in the rain, just singing in the rain. What a glorious feeling, I'm happy again. I'm laughing at clouds so dark above.
Sun's in my heart and I'm ready for love. And storm
Ladies and gentlemen, stop that girl. That girl running up the aisle. Stop her. That's the girl whose voice you heard and loved tonight. She's the real star of the picture.
Wow, what a dicky movie. That was Debbie Reynolds running out of the movie theater. Everybody was laughing at the one that she was singing for. Boy, apparently back in 1952, there were hand jobs and douchebags then, too.
Oh, nothing much has changed.
How about
in
that?
the world.
2016, what a weird ending to the year.
Yeah.
But seriously, God, was she a hot dish back in 1952? And I don't care what anybody says. I know it's not politically correct because Steve Martin went off and did a tweet about how good-looking Carrie Fisher was. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. Oh, you see a pretty girl. And in 2016, in our politically correct bullshit world we live in, E-Dog, you can't say... Wow.
You can't say anything.
You can't say, oh, that chick just gave me a boner. You can't do that. You can't be
Nope.
real.
Somebody will cry about it.
Let me ask you something. Being a man, being human, being an animal, isn't it natural? I mean, yeah, there's poor taste things. I get it. But that's not, like the whole tweet thing with Steve Martin is really pissing me off. Did you know that Steve is one hell of a cat juggler? Did you know that?
I didn't know that. No,
Do
until you
people of
told
your
me.
generation realize what a legend comedic mind Steve Martin has?
There was people dissing him all day on Facebook. I had to...
Yeah, and
defend
that's
the man.
why I wanted to do this show.
Yeah.
I'm just so sick of PC correctness, and I wish that the last character of 2016 to die would be political correctness. I want it to die. A sick, horrible, horrid death, because freedom in America is about freedom of speech, and you have all these pussies out there who are not men or even good women, like these feminists, these feminazis that are like going to jump on people like Steve for saying something that I thought was a great tribute, by the way. He said, wow, what an attractive woman. It was a delight to find that she was also witty and intelligent.
Yeah.
That's not a slam. That's not they want to make everything into a negative. Everything somebody says has to be negative by these sexist fucks. And it's like, you know what? No wonder there's so many single bitches out there. Because they don't want to, they don't even like give a shit about men. Men are not necessary in their lives. We get it. So why don't you just go fucking buy a state? I don't know, California maybe?
They were calling him a sexist and shit. I was like,
He's not a
I
sexist.
know,
He's a
but
guy.
That's what they were saying. I was like,
You know, you're not going to believe this, E-Dog, but guys get boners when they see hot chicks.
Yeah.
I mean, we live in a world where, like, every magazine cover has a hot chick on it. But yet, if a guy reacts to a hot chick, he's no good.
yeah.
I mean, maybe I'm seeing it wrong. Maybe I'm being rubbed the wrong way. Maybe people like Kelly on Facebook. What was her name with the eyebrows?
Kelly Walsh, the fake eyebrow.
I think you were hitting on her.
I was.
You slammed her, and then at the end you go, oh, by the way, your pretty eyes.
That's why she didn't message back. She's still like trying to figure out.
She's checking out all your pictures.
Yeah, she's trying to figure out what's going on.
Right now she's locked in on those crazy bedroom eyes.
I think me and her became best friends.
I don't get it, though. I was checking out her shit. She seems to be like a Kevin Downey fan, like we are, but she's not, like, I don't know. She's got some kind of hidden agenda. Or maybe she's just trying to play the good cop, bad cop routine.
Yeah.
Either way.
Maybe she
really says my
asshole.
material's weak. I don't know. She said clever in 2 responses in a Facebook thread. I don't think if you say clever in 2 different responses, that makes you clever. Does she get to be extra clever because she's a female in 2016?
Yeah.
It seems like girls don't want to work for it. Like they just get a pass in 2016. I'm a girl and you're a guy and you suck and guys suck and guys are all mean and they're no good. It's so fucking annoying.
Fuck them.
You know when you see tigers, you go to the zoo and you see the male tiger and the female tiger, and then the female tiger gets all bitchy, and the guy tiger takes it. He takes takes her shit, and he keeps taking her shit, and she keeps fucking poking the bear. Right? It happens with bears and tigers. Oh my! That's what women in 2016 are like. They just keep poking the fucking dragon, right? And then what does the tiger do eventually? Fucking snarls.
Yep.
And what does that smart bitch do at that point? I'm being sexist, I guess.
Yeah, you are.
I'm just trying to use comedy to, it's like we're getting out of control with PC world. And it's like I keep thinking it's going to get better. But then between politics and Trump winning and the losers not, now I'm seeing where they're going to protest the inauguration. Could you imagine how ape shit fucking nutbaggy people would have went if people would have protested the Obama inauguration? It just seems like the whole world is going down some fucking funky drain of retardedness. Yeah. And Big Daddy just wants explanations. That's all. How is it that the whole world united? Because they did. I could still remember the pictures of the people at the inauguration of Obama and the election process. I mean, it was like the Beatles. It was bigger than the Beatles coming to America.
If somebody would have protested the Obama thing, it would probably have been, they would have pulled like the race card because he was black, or somebody would have been offended. A bunch of people would have been offended, if you ask me, just because that's just how it would have went.
Did you see what I did with your voice? I just made it sound better.
Sweet.
Remember we had to switch to mics before the show because of a weird UFO hum?
Yeah.
I figured out what it is. It's that light.
The light.
LED lighting.
I could still kind of hear it.
There's a little bit of a hum, yeah. I think that's Kelly. Kelly or the Russians? They're hacking into our soundboard.
Kelly's on her way here
Why does
now.
Kelly get so friggin' like she just jump? You say like comedians, some comedians, and I'm partly like that too. But sometimes I just get miffed like with this political correctness shit, and I just want to go full barrel. You know, like fuck you. That's your opinion. Now here, stand back, and here's my opinion. I don't like political correctness and everything. There's some things, like I said, you could say poor taste. Like for instance, how many times have you heard this? Oh, I listen to the Big Daddy Roadshow, but some of the shit you guys do. It's just so fucking awful. And I'm like, it's an adult podcast.
Yeah, that's why.
E-Dog is on this show because he can take it to levels where Big Daddy blushes. And that's sort of what you did. You used the C word.
Yeah, I did.
And, you know, I didn't use the word. I do a thing a little bit where I go, it starts with a C and ends with a T.
I didn't know if she knew how to spell or not, so I just threw it out there for her.
Oh, no. Kelly's at least got, like, to 9th grade. I'm not sure if she's got her GED, but...
See, now we're being sexist.
Why?
I'm just joking. I'm joking.
I think I'm being not politically correct, though, because, you know, I just hurt the feelings of all the people who don't... Which, by the way, even you don't have your fucking GED.
No.
Fuck that. Let's be honest. And it pisses me off. What did I tell you when I first took you in and said, let's help you out?
Yeah.
Let's get you that GED. But guess what? You're smarter than Kelly.
Oh, big time.
Fuck yeah.
I know that.
And so if she does have her high school diploma, what's her fucking excuse?
I don't know. Those eyebrows.
She would love it if we talked about her the whole show, but she bored me in the thread, and I'm not talking about her.
She stopped messaging her, or writing on the threads.
She did.
Oh,
You shut her down.
Yeah. Big time.
She's probably writing private messages to Kevin. Oh, you should dump those two. You know, it's funny. You actually tried to see. First of all, I never heard of her, but Kevin Downey Jr. I've been watching for years. He's hilarious, folks. Whatever city he's in, he should pack the rooms every show. I don't know. People are weird. They don't want to pay $15 or $10 for a comedy show, but yet they'll pay. What was I bitching about? What costs so much friggin' money? There's some things that don't make sense. How much money they cost.
Like beers at football games or like
how
baseball games?
How many ramen soups would you have to sell at whatever, 30 cents a bag to go to a Kevin Downey Jr. show? Because I think he's worth like 60 ramen soups. I do. Kevin Downey Jr. is worth 60 ramen soups. I'm here to tell you today. I've seen a lot of bad comedians.
Yeah.
Some of them aren't worth 3 ramens.
I love ramen. I love it.
That's what I'm saying.
I could eat 60 ramen by myself at one of those shows.
Like I like white rice, but I don't like that wheat rice or whatever. What's it called, brown rice?
I love brown rice.
Some comedians ain't worth like a tablespoon of. You like brown rice?
Yeah.
Oh, I hate that.
I love any type of rice.
You must really be hungry.
I'm over it.
So let's see. We were doing a little thing. You know, yesterday we were reading about comedy. Oh, don't tell Kelly because we're studying comedy.
Yeah.
She knows everything about comedy because she's a female.
I'll slap her.
I think she's a special kind of female because she's got an antenna in her pants. She must have some kind of like comedic antennae that comes out of her pants, and she's like brilliantly comedic, but yet nobody knows who she is in the world. And yeah, we're not known either, but we only started this like a few months ago. I'm sure she's got like fucking 30 years under her belt.
I was never thrown out of one of her shows before.
You were thrown out of a Kevin Downey Jr. show. It was the best. And you tried to get back in, but people who listen to the show know already that you ran into the
Casino Nazi.
Casino Nazi security, who ironically does not work there anymore.
Good.
It's the best. Maybe we got her fired because she was over the top.
Yeah.
No doubt you had an ID. I mean, who cares that it was like outdated? God, you missed a great show.
I know.
And he's probably not coming back till like April, but when he does, we'll try again. You know, we'll try.
Do you know who's going up for New Year's?
I do not know. Let's see if we can look that up.
I want to see that guy, that one you have the CD with, this over here, big black guy.
The big black guy. Yeah. Let me see without looking. You're talking about, I'm going to guess if it's somebody that you've seen at Wisecrackers, has to be Sean Banks.
Yeah, it was Sean Banks.
Hilarious guy.
I know, he was really
very
funny.
dirty, very dirty, but hilarious. Like, he'll do, like, bits where he's, like, fake jerking off on the stage, and I'm looking at the guy who owns the club going, wait a minute, didn't you teach me in comedy class that that's a little over the top? Yeah. How come Big Daddy can't go up and fake jerk off?
I know, I want to fake jerk off on stage.
Apparently you can't fake jerk off until you're, like, a headliner or a feature or, like, I still don't know, the feature, middle person. The dreaded first opener, they get a lot of heat. The openers get a lot of heat. Doesn't even matter if you're funny.
Yeah.
Because, they'll joke like, oh, you're selling your merch. Merch in the comedy world is merchandise, And we should start selling merch because we're openers.
Yeah.
But we're openers with like a fucking razor blade.
Razor blade and lemon juice.
E-Dog and Big Daddy don't play. But the bitch tries to take me on. I'm like, she bored me with, when you use the same word, clever, Oh, that's so clever. You're trying to insult somebody by saying the word clever. Yeah, it was clever. That's why you said it was clever. That's your only your comeback is that you said it was, oh, yeah, it's clever.
I don't get offended by anything. I'm not like...
You know what's clever? Using clever in 2 responses in a Facebook thread.
She's really clever for that one.
It's really clever.
All right, I really have to piss. I have to take this pillow.
Yeah, if you take that pillow out, people, go ahead, take it. I'll just talk rap with the people listening because we got like shit. We did more than double in our downloads in December. Thank you, folks. All the misfits and freaks out there listening to this ridiculously stupid at times and at times entertaining and downright, interesting at times with some of the people we have on the show. Getting a lot of feedback on Lance's last show. A lot of people are saying he was a little bit over the top, but that's what he does. That's what he does. So E-Dog's got the pillow out. It's my perfect time for attack. Earlier he was being like a cranky, negative ninny, and I was like sending him. He's like, every message is gloom and doom. Folks, Betty White didn't die. Okay, it's gonna be okay. We just got to survive 48 hours. 48 hours. Betty White survives. I mean, people who are elderly will pass away. It's a fact of life. People who did serious drugs in life and they made their decisions to do that in their 20s and 30s. Sorry to have a reality freight train hit you right in the cranium, but these people, I would imagine medically, statistically, scientifically, or mathematically expected to hit the bucket early. That said, it's still sad. That said, I'm still a mega Star Wars fan. And speaking of Star Wars, meant to get to see the new, what's it called, Rogue One, and all this different bullshit, and my fall on the ice. Big Daddy fell on the ice. Ooh, Big Daddy fell. Almost 400 pounds of fury, making gravity do its thing. In a vicious way. I land right on my bad discs, the discs that made it to where I can't do my professional picture taking. I thought I was going to the hospital. I thought I was going to be in a body cast. I was in so much pain for 3-4 days. I'm still in pain. But it's getting better today. 4th day, it's getting better. Thank God I didn't crack a hip. Very grateful for that. Wow, that was a quick piss.
Yeah.
Jesus.
Dude, you should have seen me walking around the house today. I was checking corners for you because I thought you were hiding on me to bust me right in the balls.
Yeah, I was trying to tell the people while you were gone that you were being such. I get it. You're a young man. You got life ahead of you.
Yeah.
You've been throwing some curves in life. I'm trying to help him out. He's living with my wife and I and my child, and but you get on Facebook and you're surrounded by nitwits and negative fucks and these memes that are just so vicious. Like, what was the one with the black guy crying? Explain that one to people.
Hold on, because somebody just liked it, so I could actually tell you.
It was the fucking stupidest meme I ever seen. Listen,
it's a black guy, and he's crying, and it says, "It's all good in the hood," I replied cheerfully. But deep down, I knew there were so many socioeconomic problems in the hood. And it was...
Yeah, all you young people like to make funny memes about the fact that you're broke. Guess what? Everybody, not everybody, some people were born blessed with family members that gave them a head start. The majority of everybody on this planet got nothing from mommy and daddy, okay? They also got bullshit from their parents, and they got sent out the door, kicked out of the nest, in my case, at like 18/19. I think I liked having the fact that, actually I'm saying 18, 19, it might have been 20. I was out early, though. Certainly by 21, I was out. Anyway, again, I'm not even judging. Different strokes for different folks. Different shit's going to happen in variable degrees. Different loads of crap are thrust on people. Bad life events happen. Whatever. Yeah. Shit happens. Regardless, eventually, at some point in your early young adulthood, you got to go, who's responsible for my life being happy?
Me.
Well, anybody. Mm-hmm. Anybody who's like fucking constantly posting depressing memes on Facebook, which, by the way, it's not a turn on to your friends.
I know.
When it's like 24/7. I'm not depressed, but let me just post 27 depressing memes that make you know that I want to go to the nearest bridge and jump off of it. And it's not even funny to me because my father used to say, "Cry me a river." Mm-hmm. Cry me a river, Anyway, so, yeah, but the point is, I was raised with tough love, and guess what? That's where my charming personality comes from. I love to help people, but I get so tired when you're helping people. And then you have like me, I fell the other day. I'm fucking in vicious pain. The only thing that could have been worse was a severe car wreck where my car flipped like Daytona 500 wrecks. That fall was brutal. If I'd have hit my neck on the cement steps, I'd have been in A, a coma, B, my brain would not be functioning. I was so grateful just to have the pain, but the bruises on my elbow, you don't realize how many times you put your elbow up on a table.
Yeah, I know.
That's not what I want to talk about. I was writing comedy bits. You know, we said how we're going to really up our game with comedy, so we're going to like really amp up our studying of comedy.
Yeah.
And what did we do yesterday? We spent about an hour and a half reading some what I thought was really cool tips on writing comedy.
I thought it was too. I wrote some stuff down.
So using what I learned yesterday, I thought, well, you know, I'm not really into the big, I mean, I'll write jokes that are like what do they call it in their classroom? It was like the ABC 1, 2, 3.
Yeah, and then there was like the SAP or something like.
Yeah, SAP. It's basically, folks, comedians will write in patterns a lot of times in threes, where it's the setup, what's SAP, setup, approach. No, I forget how did they do it?
I have it written down.
Regardless, I know what it means, but I can't explain it. What was it? So you basically have a setup of the joke, and then you build it up, and then you smash them. What was it? Go ahead.
It was the setup / build up, anticipation, and the punchline.
SAP. Yeah, the more you build to the, so you don't have to do it in groups of three, but you'll notice a lot of great comedians work in groups of three. It's the setup, the anticipation, and the reveal my teacher teaches, where you're expecting one answer, but you get the comedic answer, which is like complete horseshit. I don't really work like that, but I was just before we came on the air today, I was inspired by oh my God, I'm looking at your pillow picture. Folks, if you're not on the fan page on Big Daddy Roadshow fan page, go look at E-Dog. I was threatened to punch him in the balls for being so negative. So he was trying to protect his nuts. If he keeps being negative instead of being positive, he's going to have something to be negative about, because his balls are going to be 4 times. They're going to look like that fucking pillow.
I told you no more negative.
And I'm hoping.
All right.
Okay. You've told me that before.
I know, but these...
and you have everything, you have everything to be grateful for.
Yeah.
You're like, you know what you're like? Let me use an analogy that goes back thousands of years. You're like the little baby Jesus of the Big Daddy Roadshow. You have a beard like Jesus, and you're like a little baby. Mm-hmm. And life is rough for you, and you were down and out. So your down and outness is sort of like you're like with Mary and Joseph on the donkey. And you were going through the desert, and you're like, we just want a place for our little baby Jesus E-Dog to lay for the night and to not have to live in the woods. And you got that. And you have food in your belly. Mm-hmm. You're in a warm place through the vicious fucking Pocono Mountain, depressing, damp, disgusting. How many more shitty words can I come up with for our weather in this area?
A lot.
Do we have like the shittiest winters, or is it worse up in Canada? Because if it's worse up in Canada, I would shoot myself.
I never see somebody from Canada just post about a shitty winter, though.
I haven't seen a friggin' sun in like three days. Is it out there? Does it still exist?
No.
So anyway, let's get back to your baby Jesus analogy. So you're like, okay, so they went to the inn and they kicked you out. And like, we don't want you and your little E-Dog baby Jesus. We don't want you. There's no room at the inn for you. So finally you find a nice little manger. It's not a lot. We're not rich.
I love it.
I know. That's what I'm trying to say. But you come here, and I want to. I don't need you to have anything but to be grateful, and not for me, and not for Donna, for yourself. Because I was in some rough straits in life where I was literally close to. I never did have to live in my car, but I was close. And I remember going, I'm the only one that can save my shit. Yeah. And that's when I started working night shift. I'd leave night shift. I would clean out houses. I would do side work as an aide. I worked 14 hours a day. On the weekends, I didn't take off. I went and did flea markets. Remember those houses I cleaned out? Like if somebody's family member died, or if the house needed to be cleaned out, I started going to the flea market world. Well, the flea market money I made was more money than I made all week as a nurse's aide. And then I went to art school, and I got my 2-year degree. And this is a long story, but I had really good mentors all through high school. I had teachers teaching me advanced level photography in 10th grade. But I guess what I'm saying is, and what I keep trying to coach you is, you're a funny mofo. Mm-hmm. You're a little more radical than me. You're like a Sean Banks. I'm not going to lie. You take it I'll take it crazy. You just take the crazy train off the tracks. Yeah. I let you. It's a free country. I'm big on free speech. I'm big on comedy. I'm big on the fact that if you're listening to this and you're not into it, that there's other stations to go to. Yeah. There's other fan pages to go to on Facebook. Like, for instance, Kelly. Can't imagine a lot of people like Kelly. No. So there's like 8 million other Facebook pages to go to.
That's clever.
I only have to... Thank you. See what I did there?
Yeah. That was clever.
From the baby Jesus major story back to Kelly. I'm pretty clever, Kelly. I don't give a shit what you say. Bring it. Bring it, girlfriend.
We'll tune you up.
I'm just trying to help my friend Kevin out. I thought for sure as shit Kevin was getting like a TV pilot or something this year. I fucked that up. My whole crystal ball, I think I'm selling it and buying a new ball. Because I think that guy deserves a show. Yeah. And I'm done sucking his dick. I'm done. sucking Downey's dick. In 2000, he's got 2 more days to have me like being the biggest fan of the world of his. And I'm finding some new comedian to pimp up and prop up and push because, quite frankly, I don't feel the love. But he's got a lot of fans. He's got so many people on his page. And they're very brilliant people because he is a brilliant comic. And regardless of where he gets to in life, he's already a winner. Rock on, Kevin Downey
Kevin
Jr.
Schmowney.
Kevin Schmowney. So anyway, I wanted to just throw this out there. Like, I was on Facebook. I was quickly, you were sitting here and you were doing your Facebook shit.
I was playing pool.
Yeah, you were playing pool. And by the way, can you turn off the sounds of your fucking beeping when you type and stuff on your phone?
Can you hear it?
Jesus Christ.
I thought I had it off.
I thought, I'd rather Chinese water torture than those little taps you have.
Let me see.
You tap so fast. I mean, you were a fast typist, too. Very impressive.
I did turn it off now that it's recorded.
Thank God. I mean, keep it off. Do you really need to hear the sounds every time you type a letter?
No, it actually pisses me off, too, but I'm so used to it, I just don't even hear it anymore.
Okay, well, remember the punching in the balls thing?
Yeah.
You get 2 additional ball-peen hammer punches.
Oh, no.
Yes. 2 per each nut. Yes.
You won't hear it.
The sound's got to go. Where was I? So I was inspired by a friend's Facebook. I have 2 accounts on Facebook. I have thousands of friends from the poker world and from just where I grew up and whatnot. And people say, oh, you just have a lot of followers. No. I have a lot of friends. I mean, people I consider good friends. And the one inspired me. They were taking pictures of, I can't believe they're still playing these board games, Life.
Yeah.
Remember the game of Life?
Yep.
So I don't know what the hell hit me because I was waking up so pissed off about everybody being so politically correct and fucking what. Probably the most famous comic that I was a fan of when I was a child was Steve Martin, who is one of the sweetest guys on the planet. I don't know him personally, and it would be a rare case of starstruckness because he was in movies with John Candy and. I don't even know all of his movies. The Jerk was another one that rings a bell. Did you ever see The Jerk?
Is that the one where he's pumping gas?
That's right. It's one of the most hilarious movies, comedic movies you're ever going to see in your life.
It's a really good movie.
So I'm a fan. So I guess with Carrie Fisher dying, and then, God bless her, Debbie Reynolds, he made this post. Here I am going off again. God damn it.
That's all right.
This is what Big Daddy does. He preaches. I'm trying to preach to the dummy dolts out there of the world. Like, folks, first of all, you're taking offense to something where I am going to lay dollars to fucking donuts that he did not mean offense by what he tweeted. Oh, he was trying to show respect to the girl. He probably knew her, being a big celebrity like Carrie Fisher was. Steve Martin was equally as a big celebrity, so I'm guessing he even knew her. So he posts his feelings about how he just thought she was gorgeous. Yeah. And they say, oh, that's sexist. And then, all because he added that it was such a pleasant surprise to find out that not only was she gorgeous, but that she was witty and intelligent. As if, and I know I'm going to catch shit for this, and I hope I do, because I'm ready for it. As if you fucking lying fucking starts with a C, ends with a T, bleh, bitches are going to sit there and tell me that there's not the dumbest bitches on the planet roaming right around you every day, and that you same bitches will fuck with them at work, or, I hear what people say, what girls say about other girls, and I'm going, then some guy makes a tweet that's hard, like it's his heart on his sleeve, and because he's a big celebrity, they're going to slam him. They're going to get their 15 minutes of tweeter fame. They don't fuck with Steve Martin on Big Daddy's watch. That's all I got to say. Right. And I'm going to move on. So I was like, as you can see, I'm passionate, and I'm not lying. I'm fucking, that pissed me off. That fucking pisses me off, that everybody's got to find defense and everything. Even a sweet tweet about a guy who had a crush on some celebrity. Yeah. A celebrity having a crush on a hot woman. Which, by the way, anybody who doesn't think Princess Leia was hot is smoking crack. She was friggin' smoking. And Big Daddy will tell I'll tell you. Here's what I'll do. If you're not hot, I won't say something negative like you ninnies. I'll say nothing.
Yeah.
I don't go around saying, you fell off the ugly tree and hit every branch. Big Daddy don't do that. There's no need to do that. However, if you're hot, Big Daddy, I will give you a high five and go, whoa, way to go, girlfriend.
Might slap you on the behind, too.
Fucked up is that? I find unattractive women attractive. That's weird. Well, I mean, do you ever have like a special kind of girl feature that you dig, and you're like, some other guys will go, oh my God, I don't care. Because it's a free country.
Yeah, say whatever the hell we want.
Exactly. That's what you're supposed to be able to do in a free country. When did it become the USSR in America? When did it become that we can kneel and stop traffic for prayers in the street, which that never happened, because that's not like convenient to your neighbors. But, you can't pledge allegiance to the flag, or you can't support your troops. Like, who flipped the pancake in America where all the dummies dummies get to rule the world.
I'd love to know, because we'll go fucking tune them
Well,
up.
guess what? In Planet E-Dog and Big Daddy, you guys can all suck our left ball.
That's
okay?
right.
That's all
If
I
they're
gotta
not
say about
swollen by the end of the week.
that. Oh, they're going to be. If you don't get positive by day 1, 2017, you're going down. Your nuts need a trip to the ER. That's all I got to say about it. I'm going to unleash all this fucking pent up, like these people that annoy Big Daddy.
On my ball.
On your balls. I'm going to take out all my vengeance on your nuts. And people are going to say, oh, now all the dummies out there are going to go, oh, he's gay. He just talks about balls. No, this is just, I'm sick of hearing a kid crying when he's got everything going for him. You got everything going for you. You still have air in your lungs. Your legs still work. You're not an idiot. Hell, you're not even like a stupid liberal. You're just like a slightly liberal kid who, yeah, I get it. You're like, yeah, and I'm with you on some shit. Like, for instance, let me just get right to my whole bit with the life thing. I had this idea with the Game of Life that we should have a current version of the Game of Life, and you were laughing as I was writing it, so I was like, oh, I was like really inspired, because if you laugh, I'm thinking I'm on to something.
It was funny.
So thank you to, actually it was one of my past customers. I did their wedding, and I just happened to, if it wasn't for me stumbling on their Facebook post, I never would have been able to come up with this. And I had, like, also, I do this photo dump on the fan page, and thank you to the 30 new members in the last, I guess with the holidays. I thought we'd get more members over the holidays because people are off, but it's actually slowing down. I don't get it. Maybe we are water cooler banter on Monday mornings, so we get more fans during regular work weeks. I don't know. I can't figure it out, but I'm getting lots of likes on this one so far, and I even got a share, but God knows that's probably you.
The thing. Yeah, I shared it. Of course,
you share all my shit.
I know.
You're like the number one sharer. Anyway, here's what it was, folks. I just said, how about if we redesign the Game of Life for the current times of political correctness? And here's what I came up with. This is just a rough draft. Some of my bit that I'm hoping to do on the Game of Life. I say the Game of Life needs updating. Ideas for squares for us to land on should match the times, the current times. Political correctness 2016. Here's my idea of a couple squares. You just landed on Obamacare. You're bankrupt. At first illness, you're broke. Sorry, fucker. And F no, you can't keep your doctor. Okay, we're warming up. It's not, hey, the first one's not going to be great. Actually, they always say you should put your best first and your best last. So I should redo some of these. But some of these, they get better as we go. So give Big Daddy a break. This was just off the cuff. Oh no, you just landed on corrupt government officials. They took your house. Sorry, bitches, taxes just went up. See what's happening here? This corrupt world, E-Dog. We're sliding into a... It's like Chicago has like so many deaths.
Yeah.
Like that's what they should have. You were going across country in life and you landed in Chicago. Your family was shot up in a drive-by shooting. America.
Oh my God.
Let's see what that one's not even on my list. That just came up. You just landed on a 14-hour workday. Fuck your family. Get to work. Like, what's going on with the 14-hour workdays? Like, I understood 8-hour workdays, and
12.
I could even understand the 12s. But now these fucking cock-sucking, corrupt corporate hacks want people to work 14 hours. So let's just figure it out. You sleep about 8 hours if you're smart. Medically, they'll say even as much as 10 hours are required. But fuck that. Most people get 6. Because why? You got to go to work.
Yeah.
You have an hour commute to work? That's 2 more hours. So 14, carried it's more hours than 24 hours in a day. So when do you make a peanut butter and jelly sandwich for your kid going to school tomorrow? When do you have time to hug your wife or spouse? You see where I'm going with this?
Yeah.
The Game of Life needs updating. So this one goes out to Notorious JYM because he was so fucking livid this morning. We live in the Poconos and there was a parking snow ban. So on the new Game of Life I have, you landed on parking snow ban square. It nets city $150 per vehicle, and you excuse me, the snow started at 4:30 a.m. It was a 1-inch sneak attack snowfall. Pay $450. So Dormer had a ticket today. Notorious got tickets for like $75, and if he doesn't pay it within 2 days, they will send him a notice where it'll be upwards of $200 for a snow ban parking ticket for 1 inch worth of like the softest, whitest, powdery stuff. We got more snow over here than they did over there.
Yeah.
We actually got about 3 or 4 inches, I think, which is weird. We're only like 4 miles south. But anywho, yeah, so that's a Game of Life square. Sorry, Notorious, but you inspired that square on Big Daddy's Game of Life. Then I thought, well, because life is just crazier today, let's have some new squares on the Game of Life. Dark life squares. And this will be a new feature of the Game of Life where you land on a dark square. So it says, whoops, you just landed on a dark square and offended your neighbors. You like this one. They get to kill your favorite family pet.
I love it. So fucking
It's a good one. You know, like you get to, everybody gets offended anymore. So like, what's next? Are people going to be able to just come over and shoot your dog because you offended them? You know, my one neighbor, he cuts the grass every time I'm taking a nap. And I just have to deal with sleeping. I learned to sleep while he's cutting the grass. It's fucking amazing. I could take a nap to any time in the summer months. And he fucking lights that fucking grass. And it's the loudest 1968 version of a grass cutter you ever heard in your life. Wow, this God is so much more real, isn't it? Trump, this is another square. Trump just won the election and the losers don't give a shit. They wanted to win so bad, so damn it, they will win. Go back 3 spaces. Because they are blocking the friggin' life-free rates. Collect no pay this week because these bitches won't let you get to your job. No losing allowed in the new game of life. Deal with it, you rich, hardworking assholes. That's good. I don't care what anybody says. That's good.
That's funny.
Sewer and water cable bills are due. And you no pay. Why? I did a little Asian voice there. Costs more than a mortgage payment, these sewer, cable, and water bills. Why? Corruption. You just landed in a land of corruption. It's the new game of life.
I love this game.
It's a great game. You can't really win, but it's fucking hysterical. Just reminding you what shitty life is like in America in 2016. Oh, this is my favorite square. This is probably the one I should end with. Or put first. You just landed on college debt. You're fucked, kids. Just kill yourself by driving your cheap-ass plastic game car piece into the nearest plastic mountain on the game of life.
Yes.
That's a good one.
That was good.
Because if people remember because I don't know how many people even your age and younger play the game of life. I think that's people our age will still whip that game out. But they have these little fake annoying plastic mountains all around the game piece where the path goes on the squares. So I thought, yeah, in the year 2016, if you land on the square college debt, you don't want to continue even playing the game of life because you know you're fucked. Like I know people that are going to have college debt, their kids are going to have to pay off.
Yeah.
2016 game of life. Let's see. Of course, this needs work, and this is a rough draft that came up about an hour ago. So give me a break. Another good square. You just landed on Russia.
Yeah, this one was my favorite.
It's a new square in the American game of life. They hacked your Facebook and posted your lame nudes that you just clicked last night. What's with everybody sending the nudes?
That's the thing.
That's a 2016 thing. But anyway, they hacked your account and all those shitty nudes that didn't make the grade, that you didn't send people on Instagram and shit or whatever. What's the one that you click and you send to people your pictures, but they
Snapchat.
don't? Is that the one where it disappears after a while?
After like a few seconds.
Yeah. So, like, is that the one where they're sending pictures of their dicks and balls?
Yeah.
We're going to send pictures of your dicks and balls. You have multiple dicks, right?
Yeah.
You're a freak of science.
Yeah, it's weird.
But after I punch your balls with the ball peen hammer, we're going to post them on Instagram or Snapchat. Oh, so, beautiful Jennifer, if you're listening, keep your eye on E-Dog's. Keep your ears and eyes out for that.
Yeah.
So, anyway, I just say this. The last couple things were another square was you won the lottery, $2 million. You won $2 million after taxes. Collect $50K.
They really fuck you.
They really do. The taxes seem to have gone up, but the quality of life for communities have not seemed to have gone up. Taxes paid in Chicago, I assume, are amazingly high, and yet it sounds like you can't even go to the Piggly Wiggly without fearing for your life in Chicago. So I got just so you know, if you're in some political organization, or maybe you're on the board for tourism, Big Daddy has no interest of coming to the Windy City until you clean your shit up.
Yeah, I'm not trying to get capped in the ass.
I'm told by people who live there, lifers, that fuck the Chicago area. I'm told that the political bullshit that's been going on there for the last 30 years has defunct and corrupted and bankrupted. I think, did they go bankrupt? Didn't the federal government save them? And, they're to their same old tricks, taking taxes, not helping the community. Good for them. What a bunch of cocks.
Assholes.
And and then you know how they have community chest and chance?
Uh-huh.
Okay, so one of the community chest cards says, your bank just charged you $400 in overdraft charges for being $35 in the red. Nothing wrong with this math. Just keep on moving, sheeple. Banks are kind of corrupt today. Like with the fees. You know what my big beef is? That should be one of the squares. Your ATM fee is $4.50 for taking out $20 out of your account.
Yeah.
Like, at what point? Like, I mean, just...
They got to fuck you somehow.
You cheap bastards don't even tip your waiters and waitresses 20%. And you're taking that kind of money from people for taking a $20 bill out. And God forbid you're at the casino, because they'll take even more. It's fucking retarded.
They got to fuck you somehow, man.
And then the last one, you just landed on the block chance. And guess what? You ain't got any.
Yeah, that one was really good.
You ain't got any chances.
That one was really good.
You're playing the new game, 2016 version of life. So here's what Big Daddy has to say about all that. Fuck 2016. I was looking, and I'm still looking for a meme with Betty White where she's like giving people the finger, like, fuck you people, I'm still alive.
I'm the meme master. I'll find it.
But how about we give Trump a whack at it? Who knows? Is he going to be great? I don't know. I don't know. I tell you one thing. He's going to be better than Kelly. Trump, I guarantee everybody listening.
Trump's eyebrows are real.
Is his hair real?
No, I don't think so.
His hair looks like a piece of corn when you open up that first piece of greenery.
It does. It really does.
So what else? This is show number 69. 69.
It's my favorite number.
I gave you 3.
That one was clever. That was really clever.
Today's word on the Big Daddy Road Show is clever.
The word of the day begins
number
with a
69. My goal was 50, so I have tomorrow to get up number 50. And I was thinking, while we don't have plans, once I pay my ridiculous taxes tomorrow, and then I just have to brace myself for the multiple properties, sewer, water, sewer and water bill, which is a whole other show. I get that out of the way, and I'll actually have to have I'll be able to have a life again. I think I figured it out sometime in March. Sometime in March, I can afford to go to McDonald's again. But I'm starting a new job. I'm going to go on tour. And, the show's not for everybody.
No.
And this show was kind of, I don't know. You see what you did to me? You're with your negative posting. I came on the show today. I got all kinds of fucking negative. You think Big Daddy's not depressed about Debbie Reynolds? How many times do I got to tell you that I'm old school?
I don't
all
know.
These people like Gene Kelly and Frank Sinatra and Debbie Reynolds and Sammy Davis Jr., you know how many people that were greats in this life. And by the way, if half of those people were still alive today, they would tell all you fucking numbskulls out there listening to this show to suck their fucking dick.
That's right.
With this whole political correctness. And if I have to support one more comic, a comedian on stage doing a parody about anything, and you fuckers go off about it in a sexist fucking diatribe, bullshit, vomiting spew,
I'll find you.
E-Dog is going to get unleashed. I'll have to leash you.
That was good. I am E-Dog. I got to be leashed.
By the way, you're not anywhere near your normal self today. Is it because of the fear of your balls being crushed?
I have my hand on my balls right now. Right now, as we speak, my hand is on my nuts.
If I do, because I'm telling you, I probably will feel 1,000 times better. And I've never punched anybody in the balls, but I'm fucking strangely, oddly looking forward to just fucking crushing your nuts.
Let's go hit that punching bag you got. We'll go hit that a few times. I got to let something out. Just really wail on it.
It's kind of chilly in the garage where I have the hanger for that. I actually killed a punching bag. A lot of people don't know either. This is something that's good to get out. People who tweak Big Daddy. People who want to push. This is getting serious. Why are you laughing? It's fucking serious. I woke up today, I had to read 20 of fucking E-Dog's depressing tweets. Like, I'm not even up yet. I didn't sip my first cup of coffee. And I'm being bombarded with some fucking you're 23?
Yeah.
Fucking 23-year-old's fucking vomit of negativity on my Facebook stream.
Yeah.
And I immediately started telling him, if I read one more fucking negative thing on your stream, I'm coming over. And I'm going to fucking punch your balls so bad. I'm just going to punch your nuts. And this is why he's got a pillow in the pictures in his crotch. He's funny.
I'm terrified.
You should be. And what's weird is like, I may do it, I may not do it, but I'm probably going to do it.
I'll never know either.
Oh, you're going to know.
I'll never know when it's coming.
There will be pictures of tears coming out of your eyes. Because that's how much I have... Like, I have been putting up with people. I'm so sick of fucking I don't wake up to be negative. Like, I'm blessed in life. Even when I was almost living in a car down by the river. I just somehow had this ability to just say, fuck that. You know? Do you ever see the dog in the river? Every winter there's a dog in the river that's iced up. And there's like a fireman punching ice trying to get to the dog. And you see that dog, it's always the saddest thing because he's like spent. His story is worse than your baby Jesus E-Dog story.
Yeah.
It's more depressing than any shitty story you could post on Facebook. And everybody's like, oh, save the dog. Save the dog. Look at that nice fireman. Risking his life to save a fucking mongrel, right? Yeah. That's how I am. I'm like, I am not giving the fuck up. I will punch the ice. I will save the dog. So if your life is like the dog, or if your life is out there and it's like E-Doug's Baby Jesus version analogy story, chin the fuck up. But don't come and get help and stay negative around people who are helping you. You know why? Because here's why. Get your ear close to the speaker. When we fucking snap, your balls are going to get fucking punched.
Right in the testicles.
Right in the balls. Because positive people will tend to avoid negative people.
Yeah.
And I see you. You're not. You just are around other negative people. Or I know how we can end this show. How long is this show? Their little tribute. It's 49 minutes. Perfect. Let's end the show. You wanted some advice from Big Daddy. So
yes.
I always thought like we should have like a Dear Abby comedic version. Ask Big Daddy. Because you said to me, here's what he's doing. After he busts my nuts all day with negative posts, he sends me a message. I think that was a PM.
Yeah.
And he goes, oh, before the podcast, I want to ask you some opinions on shit. And I'm rolling my eyes. I'm telling you what I'm doing as I'm reading your shit. So I'm going, this is going to be good because it wasn't even, he couldn't even ask me in a PM. He's bracing me for talking about it before we do a funny podcast, which, by the way, I totally understand that this podcast was hardly funny.
I like it.
It was serious.
Yeah.
Remember I say sometimes it's going to be serious?
I like when it gets serious.
Yeah, well, I don't. I prefer the funny ones. But anyway, so you wanted some advice.
Yes.
And I kind of got like a sliver of the question, but I know I got more coming. So go ahead.
The girl, like, we got in an argument.
Wait. Folks, if you didn't listen to show 47, I think it was, Christmas morning plow job, you might want to go back and listen to that and then come back to the back. What did you say?
I said that one was really good.
That was an interesting show.
Yeah, it was.
We recorded that show at 2:30 in the morning after the Christmas presents were wrapped under the tree. You were a little intoxicated.
Yeah.
Anyway, in short, a synopsis of that show was that he had sex with this girl that dumped him in the bathroom during a holiday family gathering. Mm-hmm. She thought you were too loud. You took it to the cemetery. And then weirdly, the next day, you passed presents. Mm-hmm. She gave you a really unique gift for you because your whole character is your beard.
Yeah.
She gave you a wine glass with a picture of a beard on it. Mm-hmm. And I thought, wow, that's interesting. Was it that night or the next morning or something you were separated?
I think, it was the next night. She, I don't know, we got into an argument, I guess, and we both said some mean things to one another.
Oh, no, the audience wants to hear. Like, what kind of mean things? First of all, you knew each other years ago.
Yeah.
But you weren't connected, not physically.
No.
Because we just gave it away that you did the boom boom within a couple days before the holidays. I mean, everybody wants a little boom boom over the holidays.
Absolutely.
I'm not judging anybody. I love sex.
So do I.
I don't get enough, but that's a whole other show. Why did I even say that out loud? My wife is going to be pissed.
Oh, God.
Hey,
you're in trouble.
That's not true. I have sex with myself a lot. That's what cheers to all the married guys out there.
You sleep together, but you don't get
We don't even sleep together.
Oh.
Well, that's not really because of a lack of love. That's because of the fact that I live in a house that was built in 1893.
Wow.
And the whole building is my square footage. Folks, when you hear Big Daddy lives in a compound, E-Dog, would you agree that that's a good...
yeah.
The building is probably collectively, easily about 240 feet long if it was in a straight line, which is got to be like a city block long. It takes me about 20 minutes to lock up all the doors in my garages and my studio and my houses. So it's annoying to keep up with that. As I get older, I think, wow, what was I thinking? I got a lot of maintenance to do, you know? And I did all my own. I built the buildings myself.
Yeah.
But as I fall on ice and my back is fucked, and I'm like going, Jesus, I really didn't think this through at 23. It was great. It was great building all this shit, but now maintaining it. Anyway, but it's fine. We'll do it. Anyway, the oldest part of the building is built in 1893. Some other large buildings were built in the 90s and one in the early 2000s, right? The part that was built in 1893 in this old abandoned coal town that I keep mentioning on the podcast, that roof was... They added on an addition, and my Aunt Josephine owned the property back in the early 70s, and she had some contractors put on a roof. And these fuckers, we found, put not that plywood, fake plywood, which is actually good. The glued together plywood, tongue and groove plywood they sell today is, I believe, stronger than the original plywood. I could be wrong. But they used that flake board. And flake board, you know what I'm talking about? It would be like sawdust that's glued into a 4x8 sheet.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
So that started to leak like a sieve, but we're not putting a new roof on or framing in the middle of winter, so we tarped it, and we're not in the same room. So that's going to be my last build. Like I'm telling you, I don't care if I live to be 80. You're going to see me swinging a hammer in April, May, and I'm going to build my last Amish build, and I'm going to rip that whole fucking thing off and rebuild a master bedroom. And I'm hoping to get to sleep with my wife again in April or May. Hoping to get sex again by April or May.
You will.
But anyway, back to your question and your story of your girl who, okay, so you had sex, you had words. I still didn't hear any vicious, like, what's the worst thing she said to you?
I was calling her a bitch. She was calling me a fucking asshole and some other I'd have to go through the messages. It's great. It's actually funny.
Funny?
For me. Not for her.
So do you think that you were the catalyst of the breakup? Do you think that it was your lack of compassion over the holidays? Here's a girl who just got you a wine glass with a beard on it.
I was fucking her like it was my job. I was doing what I was supposed to be doing.
So
but
this is not a girlfriend. This is an
FB. Fuck buddy.
No, it's not even. Well, yeah, it is that. I was going to say a fling. I think in the old days they would call that a fling. I always got the impression early on, though, that she was thinking relationship with you, and you were never really do you think that maybe it would have been better if you were up front with her on the first night?
I mean, like,
considering it's look, he's so bored with this story. She's just an FB, Big Daddy.
I don't know. I mean, the first time we hung out, we did whatever. It was fun.
Right.
And it's like, she should have kind of known, like, who
Okay,
fucks.
women, you should know. When a guy
don't fuck on the first date. I mean,
okay,
I don't.
So now you're judging her.
Am I being
now
sexist?
Am I being sexist?
Oh, God damn it. I'm just going to stop talking.
But the point is you're right, though. Like, seriously, like when I was growing up, my mommy taught me, if you go out with a girl and she's giving it out on the first date, most guys raised by, I don't know, I think every woman has a little crazy in her.
Oh, yeah.
Meaning that if they're into a dude, they're going to do the nasty, right? But, yeah, it was like sort of an etiquette thing back in the day. You didn't have sex. Forget the first night. You didn't have sex for a good while.
Yeah.
Because the hunt back in the old, like, there was something to the hunt. There was something to the fun of, knowing, like, oh, this girl's not going to give it up on the first night. Maybe she doesn't have herpes.
That's the fun part, though. That's like the fun part about it. If she would have waited, I probably would be dating her right now.
Are you playing like Russian roulette with herpes now?
No.
So did you? What you know what to look for?
Yeah, I mean,
do you even look though when it's finally like Motown time? You go like, wait, let me just do a quick little.
Hold on, I got a flashlight.
Yeah, get your phone flashlight on the app, and then you have. Wait a minute, this app shows pictures of a vagina that looks strikingly like yours.
Wait, hold on, I do like a comparison. Yeah, you have herpes. All right, I'm out. See you later.
Peace out.
My dick is in my pants and I'm running out the door.
So what was your question? And
I don't
folks,
know.
He got dumped on Christmas night?
Yeah.
Christmas night. Not Christmas Eve. Not Christmas morning, thank baby Jesus. But Christmas night.
Yeah.
And now it's 2 days later, and what's your question?
She messaged me back and she I made a mistake. This and that.
She made a mistake.
She wants, I don't know. I think she just wants E-Dog's junk again. And I lay the pipe down.
And you're such a dog, E-Dog.
Yeah.
That your question is?
Should I go back to her or like what? I don't know what to do. What would you?
Ladies and gentlemen of the audience, this is what Big Daddy has to put up with.
Should I take her on a one-way trip to Pound Town or?
Did you not just get on the morning Christmas plow job story and say that you took this woman to Plow Town?
Should I take her there again, like multiple more times, and just keep?
So you are such a selfish cock.
No.
That you are going to go to a girl who you had, you know what? Let me reassess this. Let me take this logically. Here's the thing. Big Daddy wouldn't have even been plowing a girl if I was single.
Yeah.
Even if, I don't know though, that's tough. Over the holidays. I'm
holiday
thinking
love.
out loud. Holiday love, if I was, let me do the math. How many days is it? Because you get to that math and you're like, okay, how many days? This girl, I think I can get her to drop pants in 6 days. 8 days. I'm not going to hell. I am going to hell, but still, it's 8 days. I think I can, somehow she's still not going to be in that slut category.
Yeah.
Would I go less than 8 days, 10 days, if it was over the holidays and I was single and I was 23? Yeah. It's close because it's the holidays.
Yeah.
And 23-year-olds are horny.
We all need some holiday love.
Okay. Because the girl might have herpes via the app that you get from the App Store.
It's the Herpy app.
If you haven't looked for it, check it out. It's really cool. Do a search for it
It's
tonight.
Mike Rifkin's herpes app.
Guys, when you're going downtown,
Yep.
and I mean that in a dirty way, you pull the app out, and the girl's like, what are you doing? Just hold on a second. Hold on. You take a snapshot of your potential score, and then all the other diseased vaginas come up. If any of them are matches, the app automatically starts blinking and gives you like a DEFCON 4 get out.
Boop, 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 boop. We should make this fucking app. We could save millions of people.
I don't know.
I
It'd be a
think-
lot of girls. So the question is, again, I'm thinking out loud for the audience, just for part of the show. Should E-Dog hit that again? Should E-Dog take her to Plowtown, take her to the Pleasure Dome, drop the hammer? And by the way, folks, he's a 2-pump chump normally.
Yeah, that's what I don't
So it's
know.
not like the girl's getting some kind of big prize.
I make up for it with oral.
With the tungus.
Yeah.
This is an adult show. We warned you coming in. I'm going to say I'm leaning towards fuck it. Yeah.
Yes.
It's the new year. It's the new year.
Yeah.
I mean, you could blame alcohol. You have all kinds of ways to get out of this.
I have a few more days. My sins will all be washed away
However,
in 2017.
half of the women listening to this show are going to go, you bastards, because they're going to say that you're toying with this young lady.
No.
And I'm going to say in your defense, don't say the name. I didn't want the name on the first show. I don't ever want to hear a name.
Okay.
I don't even know her name, and I don't want to know her name
Okay.
because I want to be able to see her and look her straight in the face at the local Sure Save grocery store and not just fucking bust out laughing. How old is she?
22.
See, come on, that's you got some years under your belt.
Yeah.
You're women are equally as responsible if they're betting with people in under a day or two. Yeah, all the math works out. I'm going to say on the Big Daddy Roadshow, if anybody wants to call in for future advice, this is my first, what would you call this, like Dear Abby-esque?
Yeah, pretty much.
Ask Big Daddy.
Yeah.
E-Doug, I'm going to say I want you to proudly drop that hammer. I want you to represent.
Yes,
I want
I
men
will.
everywhere. I want men to listen to this show and go, get her, fucking E-Dog.
I love it. I love this show. This
And
is great.
I got to tell you, I'm reluctant to say that, but the meter flipped to that side. It's not banging to one side. Pardon the pun. It's not banging to one
Clever.
side, but that's what happens. You do comedy for a long time and you get clever, Kelly. I'm sorry. It's a gift. I'm honored and I'm grateful for it. E-Dog, take it home.
Thanks.
I want you to go. It's World War III. Okay, I want vagina destroyed. Okay,
All right.
I want this to be so epic that news crews have to come out and interview you for New Year's. We're at the house of the young lady that asked for more from E-Dog, and she got it.
I took her to Pound Town, dude.
I want her to remember the end of 2016, right?
Yes.
So what are you saying? Now we're going to get you. You're going to get off the show. You're going to send some text messages because pretty much
That's who's messaging me now, actually. She's been...
give me just no names, but give me just, can you read some of the messages and make it to where it's like encoded where if she's listening to the show, what are some of the, like, how do they reach out after they dump you? What's some of the verbiage and wordage used to get back to Pound Town?
Do you really want me to say what she said to me?
I mean, I want to know I'm trying to say as an adult show, what are women doing out there?
She said that she wants me balls deep in her vagina.
No.
I swear to God, I'm going to find the message. I'm scrolling through the messages now. This wasn't just too long ago. And I was losing it. I was laughing. It was fucking great.
You know what's great? You don't, as a guy going out on this date again after being dumped, you don't even have to worry about getting laid. You got a message coming at you.
Yeah.
It's sort of like a ticket to ride. You got it's like you got the pass at the Dorney Park or Wildwater Kingdom. You go, I got my ticket. Here's your message. Balls deep.
Let's do it.
What ride do you want to take?
But
I like the balls deep ride.
She also said that my face would be a nice seat.
Oh, this girl.
Yeah,
this
she's
girl
a
is
freak.
going right to the bicycle seat,
Yep.
right? Oy vey. Wow, this girl, Jesus, you might want to marry her. But
might.
it's going to dry up. Once you get married, you don't get all that stuff. But I'm living vicariously through a 23-year-old E-Dog on the Big Daddy Roadshow. First time ever, a new segment called Ask Big Daddy. Ask Big Daddy on the Big Daddy Roadshow, and I'll do my best. And I got to tell you, it was close. He was going to be playing with himself. I was so close. I didn't know. Like, I don't think you should go back to this young lady. And I'm not saying she's not a young lady. Maybe she's just horny.
Yeah.
Maybe girls get horny like guys do.
Oh, I'm horny all the time.
You are, but I'm saying, isn't it sexist to not think girls can get horny?
Of course they do.
Like, I don't think less of that much of the girl. I just wish that, like, I'm raising a girl, and I'm like, oh, God, I wish you would, like, you don't just bang every dude you hang with. And no offense.
I know.
If I had a vagina, I wouldn't bang you, E-Dog.
That's all right.
I mean, first of all, you got tiny little feet. Your hands are small. What could you be bringing to the ball game for these girls?
It's what I'm packing.
It's not the size.
No,
it's the motion.
It's weirdly shaped. I get in there.
There's some inside show information, ladies. God, you're gonna have a lot of girls asking you to sign their tits. I can feel it. In 2017, when we go on tour across the country on Route 66, I was looking at some of those Mercedes travel campers that you drive around. Mm-hmm. If anybody wants to start a Big Daddy a GoFundMe account for that shit,
Let's do it.
I think they're only like $200K. We will definitely rock that shit. If not, I'm going to be forced to go on eBay and buy like a 1985 version of like a driving camper. But I think that'll also have like a Tommy Boy / John Candy-esque comedic role.
That'd
if
be
the
fun.
camper would be drivable, but maybe 70s or 80s.
Yeah.
We might be able to make that fit the show. So, okay, what did we learn today? We learned to avoid Kelly on Facebook.
Yes.
Because she's just a sadistically negative person who was slamming Kevin Downey Jr. We learned that E-Dog has got he landed on the Monopoly spot. What's the first part, Square?
Oh fuck!
It says, why are we not
go to jail?
No, that's the other side of the board. Go.
Yeah,
go.
Yeah.
Do not pass go. He got the message to go and to go.
I got the green light.
You got the green light.
Yep.
So I guess you want to end the show.
No, I'm not.
I think it's appropriate to end the show, unless you got something else to say. Because this is like an hour 7, no break.
God bless America. That's what all I want to say.
God bless America. God bless all the poor souls that left us in 2016. Betty White, I hope you live 30 years past Big Daddy and E-Dog. You're a stare. I was just watching her in a movie where she was like raising alligators. What was that one called?
I don't know.
She had a role where she was like raising alligators, and the people had to shoot it with shotguns, and people will know what I'm talking about. It was funny. At the end of the show, how they always do in these horror shows, her feet were sitting on the pier on the pond, and her feet were dangling in the water, and little baby alligators, she was feeding them bread and stuff off of. She was just an old lady that loved to raise alligators.
I love Betty White. I do.
Not loved, love. Oh, my God. Do you know something about Betty White that I don't know?
No.
God damn you, 2016. When will your viciousness end? Who will you take next? Some days, like lately, with all these negative ninnies posted and all these politically correct nincompoops, sometimes I wish it was, dare I say it.
Oh, God.
Take me. Take me, Big Daddy.
Take me, Lord.
Because I can't take the dummies out there. I can't take the damn dummies. That's all I got to say about that. If you're listening to us, if you're in the armed services, and we know you are, thanks for doing what you're doing. If you're a good policewoman or policeman out there keeping the streets safe, thank you for doing what you're doing. If you're one of the dumb shits blocking the highway, are they even doing that anymore? Did they finally give that shit up?
After their friends got hit by cars, they're probably having flashbacks, haunting memories.
Wait a minute. This wasn't really the best plan. But did you see what happened to Betty?
We kind of made a huge mistake.
It was all good coming up on the exit ramp, and that was cool. Then we got on the highway, and these fuckers would not stop.
Nope, they were full speed.
And you can't blame them.
No.
You can't blame them. Because you know what they say? There's like signs on the highway. It says, like, deer cross here. Mm-hmm. There are no signs that I am aware of yet that say idiots are crossing here.
Dirty hipsters cross here. You fucking...
This is the Big Daddy Road Show. It's show number 49, and we promise a New Year's Eve show that will be show 50, and we're probably going to interview people randomly, take the mic out of the studio, go try and get some people's feedback about 2016 and hopes and dreams for 2017. What's going to happen in early 2017? Well, I'm glad you asked. Here's what's going to happen. The inauguration. I was thinking maybe if after paying the sewer and water bills and taxes, if we can afford taking the Big Daddy Roadshow to the inauguration, we might do a road trip. What day is the inauguration?
I don't know.
When is Trump? Would you go down? I mean, would you, as a Bernie supporter?
I'm wearing my Bernie Sanders shirt. Yeah, I'll go.
But would you support the new POTUS? Will you get behind President Trump and just love America?
Yeah.
You would.
I would.
You, a Bernie supporter, a diehard Democrat, will support the United States president-elect.
It's the United States president. I have to. It's my right as an American. It's my duty as an American, I mean.
I think it is. I think it is the duty. I mean, I was not a super fan, even though I elected once Obama, and then I took that Obamacare up the ass so hard. I mean, they actually sent me messages. I want you to take Obamacare and jam it up your ass there, Big Daddy, and lose your doctor and lose your lower cost insurance and pay more and get less. And that's how he lost me. That's how Obama lost me. I am a 49-year-old person who's crippled, and I'm doing a stupid fucking podcast.
It's fun.
I'm a grown man and I'm crying. This is the Big Daddy Road Show. It's stupid sometimes. It's serious sometimes. You don't know what you're going to get. But 2017 is going to rock balls.
Yes,
Thanks for listening. Tell your friends. Like and subscribe. Follow us on Facebook. We have a fan page with over 2,000 members in less than 6-7 months. We're pretty proud about that. E-Dog, take the show out. Take it. Just tell them a story. Tell them something fucking funny. Do what you do. This is the big lights shining on you.
This one time Bible school, my you know what?
You had a priest? Wait, in Bible school?
I don't know what he was. He was weird though.
Wait, you actually went to Bible school?
Yeah.
Okay, tell the story.
I was just gonna make something up and just.
Well, that's why it's called a fucking story.
I know, but it might be offensive if I told him that he touched me where I peed.
The whole show. Oh.
Somebody might get offended. It was only a joke because the priest joke.
What's really weird is I was touched where I peed.
So was.
Oh my God!
Can we just edit this part out? Because so was I, man.
This show you never know where this show is going to go. I thought that I was the only one.
Nope.
Fuck. I guess that's the show for 2017.
Oh my dude. We'll talk. We'll get
E-Dog and Big Daddy.
We'll get drunk. We'll cry and
touched where we pee.
Show number 50.
No, it's sad though. I hate pedophiles.
I know,
if you're
so
a pedophile and you're listening to the Big Daddy
I'll break
Road Show,
your fucking hands.
Do me a fucking favor. Kill yourself.
Yes.
And I'm not going to edit that out.
You piece of junk.
That's how. Yeah. That's how I feel about that. I don't know how you... Yeah, we might have to edit that out, but we'll use it as a commercial.
Yeah.
We'll definitely use it as a commercial.
That's good.
Here we go, E-Dog. Take us out, E-Dog. Take us out.
On a lonely, lonesome highway east of Omaha, you can hear that... Oh, fuck. I forgot it. God damn it. Boom.
If you got anything else clever to say for Kelly?
Kelly, listen here. I don't take kind of your trailer trashness. I will find you, and I will beat you. I will beat you down.
I hit the button and it plays automatically.
That's all right.
Hey.
And after that, I'm going to get about 12 Budweisers in me. And you know what a 12-pack of Budweiser does? It's like magic. It turns into domestic violence. And I'm going to beat her ass.
We do not condone domestic violence on the Big Daddy Road Show.
No,
peace. Have a great New Year's, folks. We don't know if we're going to get Show 50 up in time for New Year's Eve, but around the 1st, you'll hear Show 50. Goal achieved. We wanted 50 podcasts. We got them. Again, thanks for listening. Subscribe. Check us out on YouTube, Stitcher, iTunes, and all the other ones. I forget which they are. Peace.